Hi, this is Chili, and here's my final project presentation. And my target is bossstormer.com. Firstly, I want to briefly introduce the website. The Boss Stormer is an aircraft retail website which has many functions and services, such as the advertisement services, which have post as, search as, and browse as, submit as, and you can also like post your e-flyers and like create events in this platform. However, the information architecture and the design of these websites are not so good. So we want to improve it. Here's some main problems which I think is the first one is the confusing navigation bar, and the second is redundant the menu button, and third is unnecessary content information. The fourth is the inconsistent navigation bar style. So my solutions is to redesign the wireframe for the main page. So first, let me analyze the current problems. So for the first is about the top area of the main page. So you can see the two red arrows here is pointing out the two navigation bars, and the I think it's not so good. And so first, and you can see some duplicated buttons. Oh, the first is, so for example, you can see this search as in on the buttons navigation bar, and there's also another one, search as, on the top side. And then there still have some like confusing navigation buttons. So for example, is this submit as and post as, and also they have too many navigation buttons. So the total is 13. It's too much, I think. And then another problem is the login button and my hunger button have the same function, since they will direct you to the same page after you click each one. So you can see the next is the web page after I click the e-flyer. So once you click the e-flyer from the main page, you can see the navigation bar from here is different from the home page. So which is caused an inconsistent design, and it has a different formatting and layout from the home page, which is really bad. And then you can see the top area of the main page has many slogans and content information. For example, you can see the get result advertise where the traffic goes, statics by Google Analytics, and the other milestone received more than 1 million visits and 17 million page views from 200 countries every month. I think it's unnecessary. And also, and to attract to earn, also it's the homepage featured as area has listed too many images, which makes it looks very messy as well. And you can see these two small social media icon list here is, I think, is really bad design and position. Well, my recommendations is first is to redesign the navigation bar. So first is to merge two navigation bars, which is merge two as a one to the one, and makes it looks more clean and easy to understand. And second is to classify navigation bar buttons. So it's used to have 13 navigation bar buttons, but now it only has 5 buttons. So you can remember they have many advertisement services, and I just combine all of them under the advertisement service here. Once your cursor move to here, it will automatically list a bunch of service on the button side. And then I remove the confusing and duplicated buttons. For example, my hunger, since it has same like function compared to the login. So the last one is to remove unnecessary contents on the top side of main page. Another recommendation is to decrease the image showing on the main page of the featured aircraft. The reason is simple: to keep less image will make it looks more clean and looks better. And so now it only have 6 images here listed. And I also added like new dynamic slider. The reason is to show more featured ads, and I also changed the title name of the as the featured aircraft, and it is to be the homepage featured as. I think it's not so professional. And the last, I removed the social media icon beside the title, and which is one of the left side, one of the right side, and I moved it to the footer area of the main page. So here's a comparison of the old and new design. You can see the old one is really messy and complicated to understand, and the new one is much more simple and clean. Here's a summary of my proposed IA changes. First one is to standardize navigation bar and buttons of main page, and then is to remove unnecessary slogan and content, and remove competitive buttons, and then is to limit the future image displayed. And the last one is to add new dynamic sliders for showing more images. And my conclusion and the next step is simple and clean is what we need, since I think less is more powerful. It's more powerful than the complex, and so I think one navigation bar is enough versus 2. And the limitation for showing images make the main page more clean, and there's no need to show everything on the one page. So I deleted some unnecessary all unnecessary slogans and move them to About Us pages. And I also added dynamic sliders, which could show more images. And I also think that consistency is very critical for information architecture. So my next step is to make some testing to improve the my proposed I changes, and I will gather some feedbacks from the testers and to improve it. And then since the current website is not responsive, and also nowadays most website has responsive web design, so it will fit all kinds of the devices sizes, such as the tablet size or your mobile phone size or even your laptop size. And so and each size will change the layout as well. So I will figure out how to make it looks great in all sizes design. And thank you.